Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. A nice, easy pace of warm-ups, over. Better buckle those chin straps. SEC action about to start. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Bailey has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep to open up the ball game. Here we go, folks. And they can forget about returning this one. Kentucky's offense, a lot of times they can spread things out and they can really be versatile offensively, but when you got to watch
trying to do, they're trying to find matchups, and when you have one player like this that the defense has got to be aware of, they're going to spread you out, try to find the one-on-one matchup, and if you spend too much time with this one player, they've got some other weapons to make you pay for it.
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. And they get nice yardage on that run. Black picks up 5 with the carry. From their own 30-yard line. Second down. On the throw, incomplete pass.
That's a miscommunication between a quarterback and a wide receiver right there. They need to get their signals straight.
You like that? You like that? Red 2, go!
Fires that quickly, incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Third down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
Campbell is waiting for the snap. And this one is a beauty. Schmidt fields it at the 24. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. He's under pressure. He's got his man across the middle. Oh, so close to breaking it. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure does, and he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He makes the PAT. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Volunteers came into today's game ranked #1 in the land, and they silenced any doubters with that performance. And for Tennessee, they continue their winning ways.
Auburn is ready to kick it away. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play.
He gets to about the 34-yard line. From their own 34-yard line. Second down. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
That'll make it 3rd and 1. Easy, easy, easy. Rally! Rally! 3 down, 3 down. Here we go!
Tackle made at about the 37-yard line. First down, picked up by the tailback.
You can see how comfortable this guy is with that football in his arms.
1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Strike to his receiver, no good. And there wasn't anyone in the vicinity.
I think the ball just slipped out on him.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Complete. He's got room. He's at the 40.
He diagnosed the blitz immediately and had time to improvise for the big play. That's the kind of quick thinking you need to succeed as a quarterback.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37-yard line.
You know, at that point, I think, Brad, the quarterback's just better off just taking a sack. You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
Easy, 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 easy. Rally! Rally! Here we go!
And he's tackled after positive yardage. Black gains about 4 yards on the play.
3rd down.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. And he tackles him hard at the 44.
Wow, that is a big hit on the quarterback. That's one of those as an offensive lineman. When the film study starts to come around, you're going to kind of sink in your chair and just hope they don't call you out because you're going to get embarrassed on Monday on that one.
In a perfect world, he knocks this kick down inside the 10. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The offense will come out again hoping to have similar results as their last drive.
Well, it's one thing to have speed. It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing and how to attack a defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job in being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback put the ball right on the money.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're giving away free yards and only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
Not over here.
From the 39-yard line. First down. Auburn up 7 points. Breaks it, and he's got the corner. He's tackled at the 20-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 19 yards. First down. Jones is in at quarterback.
Well, as they take a look at that injury on the sideline, let's see what this backup can do at quarterback. Looking for 6, and he got it. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point.
A quick two-play, 55-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
You know, you always prepare your offense to think that we're going to have some success. These guys got to be coming over the sidelines after touchdown saying, man, I didn't expect it to be this easy.
Tackle made at the 18.
Auburn's got people flying all over the field on defense right now.
Well, they sure do. Right now, we're just seeing great defensive effort. They have a plan. They understand it. They're playing with great speed, and they're not giving up big plays. That's why they're playing well up to this point.
Their last drive ended in a punt, so this quarterback's going to be looking for something better on this drive.
They've been beaten soundly on both sides of the ball, and we haven't even gotten to the second quarter.
That'll make it second and long.
So the sack makes this a second and long.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Pass incomplete, trying to get it to his receiver. The receiver couldn't catch up to that ball.
No, he couldn't, and I'll tell you what, the quarterback was conscious of the blitz that time by the defense. That may have been the reason that he overthrew the football.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Number 88 is the intended receiver on the play. Fourth down.
Everybody up close. It looks like they're coming after this kick. He punts it away, and there's no hang time on this one. Signals for a fair catch.
At the 47-yard line.
It's early in this game, so the defense can still have an opportunity to make some adjustments. But if things don't turn around in a hurry, it's really going to start to affect the psyche of that defensive line.
He's on the run. Gains his way to the 36-yard line.
You talk about a dual-threat guy. This guy can hurt you in the air or on the ground.
From the 36-yard line, first down. They'll bring him down right around the 36-yard line. And he hits him hard at the 25.
Gain of 11 yards. That makes it first and 10.
From the 25-yard line, it's first down. With the pass, incomplete.
The intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
throw to the tight end. That's a great tackle at the 21-yard line.
Well-designed route and a confidently thrown football by the quarterback. You need those things to make any offense work.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 15. Throws out, and a leaping interception by the corner. And he's level at the 23-yard line. Fires incomplete.
The ball just sailed on him, and he knows it. He'll get it next time.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. And down he goes around the 32-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Easy. Stingray! Stingray! Let's go!
He's taken down at the 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Concentration lapse right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's go!
Well, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack, but somehow he's able to throw the ball away.
Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. And he's tackled at the 23.
Another impressive play. This offense can hurt you in a lot of different ways, and they're showing them off right here.
I got two.
Quickly to the tight end, incomplete.
In the passing game, the chemistry and the rhythm between a quarterback and his receivers is very important. Here he has an open tight end, and he just throws it to a wrong spot. Those guys got to get on the same page.
From the 23-yard line. Second down.
Ready!
Fires in a hurry. Interception. Here he goes. The 5. Touchdown, Tigers. And he converts the extra point. Auburn is lining up to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. And they can forget about returning this one. It's going to be interesting now to see if this quarterback can put that last throw behind him.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off a mistake.
Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. Got some open field. And a huge touchdown play. And he tacks on the extra point. We've come to the end of the first quarter, and this game is already getting out of hand. The Tigers
with a huge lead. Bailey has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off.
He sends this one deep.
Lopsided ball game, folks, as we head into quarter number 2. So the offense will come back out onto the field, hoping for a little better result than that last pick 6.
It's tough on the losing sideline in a game like this. Your offense and your defense are both misfiring, and the other team is taking advantage of it. Coach and oftentimes find out what their players are made out of in games like this.
Throws to the receiver, incomplete. Second down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 47.
Slings it out there, incomplete.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
Gets it out to the wideout, and he's got the first. Tackle around the 29-yard line.
He made a really good move at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes all you need to do is throw off the defender's timing just a little bit at the start of the play.
And he's taken down
Around the 4-yard line.
a gain of 8 on the carry.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. Got to be careful of a pass play with this defense.
And they make the stop at the 7-yard line.
I don't think the play developed the way it was supposed to, and the net result is a loss.
Make it 3rd and 5.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive.
Gives it off. Brought down at the 6. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
That makes it 4th and 4.
So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
He makes the PAT. Campbell looks ready to kick this one off.
Sends it sailing downfield. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime.
Nice run up the middle.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down.
And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
That makes it 3rd and 15.
Pass. Knocked out of bounds at the 34.
That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Green back deep to return. And he just got drilled.
Kentucky's offense is so predicated on what this wide receiver does. And now when you consider that we've got a couple of quarters left, they've got to change the complexion of the game a little bit, and they're going to have to do it with somebody else, I think.
This is really where a coaching staff gets challenged, because for 5 or 6 days you prep and you look at a lot of film and you kind of come into a game by the time Saturday rolls around and you have a good idea of how you want to attack the defense. And then you go out there and it's not working. And you have to show an ability as a coaching staff to go back and look at that drawing board and eliminate some things and maybe add some things and be able to try to make the adjustments you need to give your team a chance to win in the second half.
From their own 30-yard line, it's 2nd down. Nice run, and he's brought down.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 43-yard line. Quick strike to the receiver.
Love to watch quarterbacks on 3rd down and just kind of see where they are as far as their psyche and their approach to the game. This is another big 3rd down. He was able to sit back, evaluate the defense, had just enough time to be able to make the throw. They pick up the 1st down, they get a new set of downs.
Throws off balance, incomplete.
That was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 43-yard line, 2nd down. Throws, and that one's going to hit the ground, incomplete.
It's an intelligent play by the defender. All you have to do sometimes is get your hand on the ball.
3rd and 10.
Strike to his receiver, no good. Underwood was the intended receiver on that pass. So that'll make it 4th down.
Great hold by the defense. They were expecting the pass play, and they defended it very well.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. He's tackled at the 44. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Quick pass, and he's right there to knock it away.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 44-yard line, it's 2nd down. Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. They'll bring him down at the 34-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Black 5, green 15. It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
This is the 11th play of this drive. And he is drilled at the 25-yard line.
Higgins makes the touchdown at the 25-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Red 2, green 9, green 9.
Gets to about the 24-yard line.
That makes it 4th and inches.
So they're going to try and determine exactly where the ball was when he went down. So the booth is trying to determine exactly where they'll spot the ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So after review, they'll change the spot of the ball, and we'll play football again. From the 23-yard line. First down.
Easy. Flare.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
And this is the 14th play of the drive. Scrambling around. And they got him. That's the 2nd time that he sacked a quarterback today.
3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Red, 2 to go.
First down grab. It's on a move. Touchdown. And he adds the extra point. Kentucky kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one.
Auburn's put themselves in a great position now as they head into the second half.
Well, in the first half, we saw a lot of big playability and just an explosive approach by this offense. But remember, we'll see what happens here in the second half. This is a long way from being over.
Their last drive ended in a punt, so this quarterback's going to be looking for something better on this drive. Throws it in a hurry. And down he goes at the 27. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 27. He fires this one. He's taken down at the 41-yard line. Good-looking play there.
I think they did a great job up front here, allowing the quarterback enough time to look downfield and spot the open man.
Steps up, and he throws it away. From the 41-yard line, 2nd down. He throws right, and he's knocked down immediately after the catch. Good pitch and catch there on 2nd down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him the first down. That's just a nice play.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Good job here by the receiver to look the ball in and ensure he had possession. That's the right way to catch a pass.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
to the end zone and is caught. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Auburn to kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Tackle at the 24. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
The offense now will take the field, and they hope to have the same success they had on their last drive.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, then you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
He airs it out. It's picked off. It's the junior.
Brad, I'm going to put that one on the quarterback. I think he's forcing the issue out there. I understand you're down a couple scores and you're trying to get back into the game, but you can't get it all back at once. You've got to be patient, take your time, and methodically work yourselves back as a team back into this game.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 49.
Switch.
And he's tackled at the 31. He's had a good game, snaring passes for 100 yards.
You know, if you were to ask this defense, who wants to cover this guy, I bet you nobody's going to raise their hand because this receiver is embarrassing them.
Check three. Go.
Tackle at the 24-yard line.
Gain of 7 yards.
Check.
That makes it second and 2.
Disco Raver. Switch.
Throws out on the screen, incomplete. So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. They go to the left for a nice game.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. First down.
Go. 288. 288. Go.
And that one's incomplete.
Really intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 20. Goes to the end zone. Fires quickly. Touchdown. Nicely designed play to the wide receiver, and it got him 6.
You said it, Brad, and a good time to call it. I tip my hat to the offensive coordinator.
It was a pretty simple route, but they run it to perfection for the score. And he hits the PAT. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Razorbacks enter today's game ranked 18th, but ready to prove that they belong in the top 10. This is a game we've been watching closely all day long. And for Arkansas, they're looking to win their 3rd straight.
I have a feeling this ball is going nowhere near the return man with this kickoff, most likely to end the half. He's taken down at the 12-yard line. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being.
Offense lines up in a 5-wide set, and the defense anticipating pass here. He sails it long. He got it! And that tackle very well could have saved a touchdown. We've played a half of football here. The Tigers with a huge lead. Really a lopsided ball game as we're just about set to start the second half. He just drills this one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Both sides have made their way back out, and we're just about set to get going again.
Auburn looking to build on this commanding lead here. There he goes. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. They get on the board again. Touchdown. And that makes it 3 scoring tosses for him.
The one thing this quarterback does a nice job of is taking what the defense gives him. He's always looking for the open target.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bailey gets set to kick this one away. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 10. At the 30. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 49.
I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. And a quick throw. And he's taken down at the 40. Wide. And he hits him hard at the 20-yard line. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
Well, they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice game.
Looking for his man, incomplete.
It's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Just throws this one away. Fires out to his wideout. And did that play ever develop nicely?
Well, it's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man off the line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that was make the catch.
He makes the PAT. A 5-play, 49-yard drive. And they put up 7 points.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
Sends it sailing downfield. And they can forget about returning this one. The Tigers had that hot hand on offense, and they just keep on going here in quarter number 3.
The greatest thing you could say about these guys today is consistency. They are moving the football and putting points up on the board. They're going to be tough to beat.
The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
Kendrick on the give. And they make the stop at the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. Auburn with a commanding lead. Tailback brought down for a loss. Tackle made around the 31-yard line.
Sometimes when you think you've got great plays called, the defense just has the answers.
Green back deep to return. Oh, he got nailed on that one. The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. Now he's scrambling. Going deep. Intercepted. Brought down at about the 33-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 33. He's tackled around the 33-yard line. He's got it with room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Auburn comes to the line in complete control in this game.
And he converts the extra point.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
Excellent kick.
Not a whole lot's been working for them so far. They should just come out and play loose and easy because they've got nothing to lose.
They'll bring him down around the 38-yard line. And down he goes at about the 45.
Throws out and a leaping interception by the corner.
You don't want to criticize a quarterback for trying to make something happen, but I'm not really sure who he thought he was throwing the ball to there.
First and 10.
Ball on the 24.
They try to run up the middle, but met in the backfield. Auburn comes to the line, holding that commanding lead. Makes it to the 31.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. He did not get to the first down marker. Thompson to punt.
36-yard line. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
So much in football is about how you respond to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
Throws incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 36-yard line, it's 2nd down. The sub package in there defensively in this 5-wide receiver set. Quick throw out to the receiver. And he's level at the 36. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. And he's tackled right away. They come out in a 5-wide set. Fires out to his receiver.
How about the big fellas up front? This line will have to continue to play like that to build the consistency to help this offense be effective.
First down. And they come to the line with a 1st and goal. And a nice move to finish it off. Touchdown. And once again, he finds the end zone. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
Well, this young man is having a great individual day. But some more of these guys on his team need to start doing the same if they want to get back into the game.
And he adds the extra point. Kentucky gets set to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. And for Shelton, he's been impressive throwing the football.
Well, I think the great thing that he's been able to do is spread the football around. It's not just been one receiver. And when you can find more receivers, it makes it much easier to move the ball down the field. But I also think a big key to his success today has been the offensive line. Time and time again, they've done a good job of giving him the amount of time he needs back in the pocket to be able to read the defense and then make a throw downfield. So good job for the big guys up front.
He's taken down right around the 24-yard line. It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. Auburn up big. He's on the run. And he's tackled in the open field.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
3rd down.
The defense punches them off the field after just 3 plays.
That was a short round, Brad. Nothing seems to be working right now.
Green is back deep to return the punt. Booming kick. He's to the 40. Gets to about the 44-yard line. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping. Receiving team.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. From their own 29-yard line, it's 1st down. And he's tackled at the 43. He's scrambling. He's under pressure.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
from their own 43-yard line. Second down. And he's going to come up with a sack.
Man, as an offensive lineman, this is the worst thing that you want to see. Is your quarterback not only getting sacked, but getting hit like that. Those linemen better pick that quarterback up and start doing a better job of taking care of it.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Red 2, 6.
Tackle right around midfield.
That'll make it 4th and 2.
That's 3 down and 1 to go. Auburn's running away with it. Just about set to start the 4th quarter, mercifully.
Hey, kill. Black 5. Kill.
Makes it out to about the 40. Dumps it out left to the running back. He's knocked out of bounds right around the 38-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 38. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Easy.
He airs it out. Zips it to his receiver. Touchdown.
This young man is the epitome of a playmaker. When the ball is in his hands, positive things seem to happen. There aren't too many guys out there who can leave that sort of mark on a game.
And he hits the PAT. Reese Davis joins us in the studio with this update. Reese?
The Razorbacks enter today's game ranked 18th, but ready to prove that they belong in the top 10. Let's take yet another peek at this game. And for Arkansas, they're creating quite a gap in this one.
He just drills this one. And they can forget about returning this one. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. He's to the 40. Makes it out to about the 46.
Gain of 21 yards. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 46. Here's an opening. He's at the 40. He makes his way out to about the 35.
Call it a gain of 19 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
And he's taken down right around the 32-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 32-yard line. Gets out to around the 18.
That's good for a gain of 14 yards. First down.
And he tackles him hard at the 15-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 15-yard line. Second down. Tries to get around the corner. Knocked out of bounds around the 8-yard line.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
And they got him for a loss. It's 4th down. This should be an easy field goal. It's up, and the field goal is good. Let's get the latest now from Reese Davis.
The Razorbacks arrive at today's game ranked number 18 in the country, and we've been keeping an eye on this one all day. And for Arkansas, they're looking to win their 3rd straight.
Bailey has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line. So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Fires it out. He's out to the 30, and they make the stop at about the 35. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. He's hit and taken down. Wide. Quick out to his receiver. Tackle made at about the 47-yard line. He lets it fly. Can't connect.
He threw that ball so hard, I don't think anybody wanted to catch it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 47-yard line. 2nd down. Offense lines up in a 5-wide set, and the defense anticipating pass here. He flings it right. Caught sideline, and he stays in. Let it go, and it's caught for the touchdown. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the 2-point conversion. They put everyone up on the line.
Here we go, here we go. Easy, easy.
They got it. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, our score, Auburn 59, Kentucky 43. This is where you'd normally look for the onside kick. The coach must have something else in mind. He really got a hold of that kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play.
Never really had a shot. They were on him almost as soon as he took the handoff.
From their own 23-yard line, it's 2nd down. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
False start, offense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they can just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
Now it's 2nd and long after the penalty. He's out to the 30. They'll bring him down at the 32-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards. That makes makes it 3rd and 3.
Less than 3 minutes in the game. He's pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Two minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Thompson awaits the snap. Green takes it to 28. He gets hit out of bounds right around the 44-yard line. Not much of a problem getting the ball in the end zone on their last drive, as this quarterback just picked apart the defense.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
Straight run here, and he's got nowhere to go. They're at the 2. It's second down. The short yardage defense here. Touchdown, Kentucky! Well, they're going to try for the two-point conversion. Under a minute left. And he's in for 2. Kentucky has just one hope left, and it all falls on this onside kick. And down he goes at the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss. Kentucky's going to take their first time out of the half.
Really good job by the big guys up front to use their size and speed and get the runner in the backfield.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 20. And they hit him in the backfield. The Wildcats use their second timeout.
Boy, did you see how the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier? That was fantastic pursuit.
And down he goes, right around the 22-yard line. The Wildcats using their third and last timeout. It's fourth down, so the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. Under a minute left in the game. He gets it up, and it sails through the uprights. They line up to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. I have a feeling we haven't seen the end of the fireworks today.
Well, now you've got to be thinking end zone on every play. You just don't have the time to do anything else.
I'm sure there are a lot of fans out there hoping for a miracle, but I seriously doubt we're going to see one today. Throws it deep. And he's tackled right away. And he's going to be sacked.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure from the right direction, and it seemed to confuse the offense.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go. On the ball. Quick.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Going deep, lays it out there. Doesn't get there.
This quarterback needs to be careful not to use his arm strength to try to force things, because that's when mistakes happen.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. He wants it all.
It's caught. And he will score. And he converts the extra point.
Kentucky's team with a tough loss there, but the way their star played today, I think they can maybe build on that for next week.
Well, I think that's the thing they've got to focus on. As you said, it's a tough loss for this team, but when you have a great performance by your star player and you're trying to build for the future, they really need to focus on his performance and try to build this team around his abilities to make plays.
So that wraps things up for us. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.